Hello everybody! NECA's just released Series 16 in their Predator line. And now we get this ultimate Scarface Predator. So let's take a look. As with the other ultimate figures, we get this very nice packaging with the front of the video game concrete jungle. And this is where Scarface comes from. So here a few shots of this great Predator, and also on the back some information about Scarface. And here we have the Predator outside the packaging, and I must admit I am crazy about this Predator. It has a resemblance to Celtic. It shares the same body and almost the same biomask, but in my opinion this is an improved version. But first let's take a look at the accessories. We get the AVP Predator style backpack with articulated plasma caster here. It's very nice, even though it's pretty hard to keep on the back of the Predator. And here we have a new type of wrist blades. Then we get this very cool looking gun. It's not articulated, but this part can be removed. I don't know if it's intentional, if it's some kind of magazine or something. Then we get an extra hand to hold the gun, whoops, here. And we get an unmasked head. Very nicely sculpted. And finally, we get this nasty looking blade weapon. So all in all, pretty good with accessories. So for those of you who are not familiar with the AVP style bodies, the wrist blades peck into the wrist gauntlet here, and the backpack goes into two peg holes on the back, and it can be tricky to put the backpack in the right place and to make it stay. But it works okay here. So here's a look at Scarface with the unmasked head and the two weapons. If you're familiar with and like the AVP Predator type body from NECA, then you won't be disappointed with Scarface here. But let's take a closer look at the details, starting with the biomask. And as I mentioned, it looks a lot like Celtic's biomask. There is this red color, and there are also extra spikes on the helmet. And then we have the figure here with the unmasked head. And it has a scar on the forehead here, and besides that, the details are awesome. We also get a trophy skull, which can't be removed here on the shoulder. And a necklace, also with trophies. And here we have the red color on the chest armor as well, and the wrist computer here. Well, to me, this Predator looks like some kind of medieval knight with the chainmail and the spikes on the armor and the boots here as well. So it looks heavily armored, and all the armor details, the spikes and the chainmail, it looks really, really good. Well done sculpting and paint job. Scarface has the same articulation as the other AVP Predators, but with a lot of heavy armor here, some of the articulation is a bit hindered. The wrist computer opens up, and that's important, and we get the double jointed elbows and knees. We also get rotation here at the waist, and the figure can lean forward and back, turn here, legs go up and back and to the sides. So it's just a question of how much you want to push the joints, because they are able to move a lot. And we also get a very nice ankle pivot. So all in all, good articulation. And for a size comparison here, Let's take a look at Scarface next to the new spiked tail Predator on the right and some of the older body types here, the Renegade Predator on the left. And Scarface is the largest. And then a comparison next to Celtic, and they look like each other, but of course there are differences, and I must say that Scarface is an improvement to one of my favorite Predators in the first place, Celtic. But of course that's just my opinion, and now I'll leave you with the rest of my thoughts about this figure. Oh yes, I can't really hide that I highly recommend Scarface Predator. If you want to criticize this figure, you could say that it's not the most essential Predator and that it has a lot of the same parts as the AVP Preds. But still, I think this is a perfected AVP Predator with a unique look and unique weapons as well. Thanks a lot for watching this review. Leave a comment or subscribe if you'd like to see more.